Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coco McMillan Show. You may have seen her in Morocco, New York City, Los Angeles, California, Detroit, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Nevada. One of the background singers for Mickey Howard and the late, great Gerald Levert. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, the beautiful, the wonderful, the spectacular, Miss Coco McMillan.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the Coco McMillan Show, where we make it happen. I am so excited to be with you this evening. This is the Coco McMillan Show, where we bring some amazing flavor to the virtual talk show circuit, featuring our national and our local recording artists, business owners, social media gurus, physical and mental health awareness. This show is designed for you. We give the guests the opportunity to come on and talk about their challenges, their career goals, the awareness. You know, I say every week that your testimony can bless someone. So we want you to bring your experience. We want you to bring your knowledge to this show, because millions of souls can be saved and delivered and given them inspiration just by your testimony. So we want you to be a part of this show. So listen, if you want to be a part of the show, please contact me at Coco McMillan Music at gmail.com, or you can reach me on any other social media platforms. I am here for you. We're streaming live here on the IBM network, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, all that good stuff. If you're in the presence of your home, you can go to your Roku TV and download Pod TV Live, and you can watch it there in the presence of your home. So I am so excited to be with you tonight. As the song said earlier, Lord, we worship you. You are worthy to be praised, because this is a day that you have made for us and prepared for us, and we are just thankful for your grace and for your mercy. So listen, I'm excited about tonight's show. We have some amazing guests on the show tonight. But listen, before we get started, go ahead and let somebody know that you're about to spend the next hour with your girl, Coco, and it's going to be W. We got some dynamic guests on the show tonight. Go ahead and put in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from, all that good stuff, so we can give you a shout out. For those that's in the Cary, North Carolina area, please make sure you come and visit me at my coffee shop, 211 North Academy Street. That's in Cary, North Carolina at the Amtrak Depot. Come by. I'm an early bird, so I'm there at 6 a.m. in the morning. Stop by, get a cup of coffee, some snacks, and all that good stuff, and just chop it up with me. Can you do that? So listen, Karen. Hi, Karen Sims. Thank you so much for joining. Maria is in the house. Thank you so much for watching. So listen, we're going to get started tonight. We got my girl back with me, Denise Smith. Oh my God, this girl is fantastic. You know, when she was on the show here before, a song Exposed that we played. We're going to play that a little later on tonight. But I just absolutely fell in love with that song. That's like my theme song. She is from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Amazing voice, anointed by God. She developed an interest in singing and instruments by the age of 4. When I tell you her voice is amazing, it is certainly amazing. She's inspired by some of the artists like Whitney Houston and Kurt Carr, Jessica Reedy, Ty Tribbett, all those wonderful artists. She had a chance to open up for the Grammys and the Stell Award winner with Todd Delaney. Oh my God, he is amazing as well. The Walls Group, Stella Award, Lena Bird's Miles, but she's been on the show as well. Her hit single Exposed came out in 2022. Now she has another song that's out with that we're going to take a listen to in a few minutes. It's called God's Talking. So I want you to really just support Mr. Week. She is amazing. When I tell you she's amazing, she is a mother. She is a new mother. So we get a chance to talk to her about that. She was nominated for 2022 Favorite Female Artist Vocalist in Oklahoma. With her new album released Easy in 2024, she continues to expand her artistic endeavors while making positive impact in the community and in the kingdom. So listen, before we bring her on, I want you to check out a little bit of this song that's called God's Talking. Check it out.
Nothing is wrong with you. You are just fine. Nothing is wrong with you. I've got you, you are mine. Depression thought it won this time, but I had you in mind. So just know nothing is wrong with you. I've got you, you are mine. I've got you, you are mine. Ooh. I've got you, you're mine. Nothing is wrong, my darling, you're mine.
Yes. I love it. Please help me welcome my guest tonight, Denise Smith, Oklahoma in the house.
Hi, guys. Hey, girl.
Look at that smile. I am so glad that you are back on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I know. Christina, thank you so much for watching. AJ, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. So listen, tell us what, okay, so guys, let me say this. You see her looking over, so that's her left, it's to my right. She's looking at her newborn baby. I'm so excited for you. So tell us what's been going on since the last time that we talked to you here on the show. Of course, we got to talk about the baby boy. So let's talk about that.
First of all, thank you for having me. Don't start this crying. Look, see? And I was praying he was gonna stay asleep. It's 'cause I got excited, y'all. I got excited. He decided to wake up.
Right.
But hey, y'all, girl, thank you so much for having me again.
You
You asked me what's been going on, girl.
Yes.
Obviously, I was pregnant. I just delivered a human, guys. Some other things I got coming up. What'd you say?
I said congratulations.
Thank you. It's a blessing, girl. We almost didn't make it, but God stepped in. Let me show y'all him because he's sitting here whining.
Oh, look
Hi,
at the
sunshine.
baby. Oh, look at that.
Look, he's like, he knew his camera time was coming. He said, let me wake up real quick.
But he was asleep earlier when we was backstage.
I know it. Let me try
But
to put
listen, this is like you're a wonderful mother. Thank God for the blessing. He's 3 months old.
Yes, 3 months old. You know, I have a 4-year-old too, a daughter.
Right.
But she be in her own little world, so I swear she think this her baby.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us, you said we like to lost you and the baby. So tell us about the
experience. First of all, I found out I was pregnant super early. So but in finding out I was pregnant, I kept bleeding. So I was like, maybe this baby's not gonna make it or whatever. So I kept bleeding off and on the whole pregnancy. And then I was just super, super sick. So I'm a music teacher. And so every time I was going to school, I was just super sick. And it didn't feel like my first pregnancy with a baby girl.
Right.
And so eventually they ended up they kept saying, you have super high blood pressure. Your blood pressure is really high. Eventually they told me I had preeclampsia. The day that I ended up giving birth, I guess they kept looking. I don't really remember too much. I'm just going off of what my friend and my mom was telling me because they were all in the room and stuff. And they said that my baby boy's heart rate had dropped to 60, and I think it has to be at 110 to deliver.
Right.
Vaginally.
Right.
And then for me, my blood pressure, it was high the whole pregnancy, but in giving birth, when I was in labor, it went super low. So they had to perform an emergency C-section and take him like that. But yeah, it was super scary. I literally went every day. Every day I would wake up and I would be like, oh, I guess I'm still here. I thought I was gonna die. Every day, I swear. I was when I say I was so sick, it got so bad. My let's see, October. Originally, I was supposed to be due January 16th. October, my doctor put me on bed rest, and I was a teacher. So when we get put on bed rest, just messed me up, and eventually the school ended up actually firing me because of me being on bed rest. And so, yeah, I was stressed with that, not having a job.
Yeah.
Every day I felt like I was going to die.
Yes.
But
not
God
being able to sing your music.
Everybody kept saying, well, this is your time to just work on your music. And I didn't want to sing. I didn't want to do nothing. I was just like, no, I'm sick.
Yeah.
And so, but God did talk to me a whole lot during that pregnancy. And I just thank God that he kept us and that I'm still here and that baby boy is here.
Baby boy is here. Yes. And by the way, while we're talking about God's talking, your voice is just so unique. How you run those scales or runs. It's just amazing. I love the song. I love that song. So tell us a little bit about that song, God's Talking.
All right. Thank you so much. Before I had baby boy, I had another pregnancy. And in that pregnancy, after finding out I was pregnant, 3 weeks later, I ended up losing the baby. And I was about 7-8 weeks pregnant. So they were like, well, we're going to have to do a DNC, which is a surgery where they go in and they suck everything out or whatever. So that day I went home and I remember I was sitting and after the surgery, I was sitting and I was talking to my boyfriend at the time. And I was like, it was like word vomit. I was like, I'm depressed. That's literally what I said. Yeah, and immediately God started singing that song in my ear. And I was just in the moment I was kind of mad. So I'm like, don't nobody want to hear that right now. This ghetto. Don't nobody want to hear that. There is something wrong with me because why couldn't I carry the baby, Right. It became so annoying because God just kept singing it over and over. It was on loop. And every time every day I would wake up feeling sorry for myself, God would start singing that song. Nothing is wrong with you. You are just fine. That same melody. It was the most beautiful melody I ever heard in my life. Yes. And so finally I recorded a voice memo of me, trying to mimic what God did. Obviously, I can't sing like God, but you know what I'm saying. I mimicked it to the best of my ability, and that's the word that God gave me. Like, nothing is wrong with you. You are just fine.
Right. And only he knows. Only he knows.
Only he knows. Seriously. I didn't think I would be able to carry kids anymore. So I had lost that baby in February, and then found out I was pregnant. I was on birth control, y'all. Found out I was pregnant again in April. Lost that baby. Right after that, went, performed the Rhythm of Gospel Awards, tore my ACL.
It's a lot been going on since
it was just like a lot. It was like things happening back to back to back. But that's what happens when you're disobedient too. Because during that time I was being super disobedient, and honestly, it was like a wake up call. So,
wow. You know, I love that you said that, because a lot of times people can't admit about being disobedient, knowing we whatever we're doing, we in our whatever, ourself, our feelings, and then we'll quickly say, the devil did that. No,
it wasn't the devil, it was me. I was being and I laugh in awkward situations, so don't think I'm playing in God's face, because I'm not. This is serious. Like, even still now, like, I love my baby, but now I am again just having another baby out of wedlock, and I'm having to suffer certain consequences, not because God doesn't like me, but I was disobedient, and I had the warnings. So I just gotta be transparent about it, you know?
That's right. Much respect to that. I hope you guys out there are listening to that, because that's what it's all about. And God knows your heart. That's why he continues to bless you. And with that gift that he's giving you, the world is going to, needs to hear it. They've been hearing it. And so you're going to continue to, be that kingdom's kid and giving us the music and everything that we need. And speaking of music, the song, the album, tell us about the album, all the songs that's on there. So, and what's your favorite?
Okay, so God gave me, I probably have about 80, like over 80 songs. And God had showed me a dream, and in the dream, I saw the cover and it said Easy on it. And then I saw like the 7 songs on there. So I was like, that's interesting or whatever. Fast forward, he started slowly telling me which songs to put on there, and I would go in and write it out. It took us like 2 years to figure out what songs were going to go on there, getting everything mixed and mastered, to a point where I almost just didn't even want to do it anymore. But the songs that are on there, let's see, it starts off with Joyful Noise. I think that's
Joyful Noise. Yeah. Y'all gotta get it and hear it. I'm telling you.
Thank you. It goes from Joyful Noise to Exposed. We know that's your song, girl.
That's all.
Joyful Noise to Exposed to CLW, which is Can't Live Without, which is featuring D.A. Smalls. He's a rapper based out of, is he South Carolina? He one of them Carolinas. I think South Carolina.
Okay.
South Carolina. Then after that, we go into Through It All.
Through It All.
It might be Through It All next. Through It All. God's Talking. No, I messed up. Colors. I'm just gonna tell y'all what songs is on there, okay? Y'all want to know what the order is? Go get the album. But the other songs we got on there is Colors. Yep. I See Now, which is like a spinoff of Colors, because Colors is a suicide song. Wow. And so at the end of Colors, you hear a gunshot and you would think that the person died, right? But then you hear I See Now, and it's kind of like that person like coming back to, like, let's say that you got the medication pumped out of you, or that bullet didn't take your life. Right. And now you're back like in focus with God. Like, now I see what's going on. You know what I mean? So it goes from Colors to I See Now. And then you hear Through It All, which is like, through it all, I'm going to praise you, Jesus. Like, no matter how.
No matter what.
Yep. And then we have Mended. Scott gave me the song Mended. He told me that song was going to be on there. I actually hate Mended. But everyone always tells me Mended is their favorite song.
Is their favorite.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. My favorite, I think, is either Joyful Noise or Through It All.
Okay. So with the album, what message that you want the listeners to get? I mean, is it, it's telling a story, I'm sure, but what do you want to deliver to your audience through your album?
I want you, like, life is easier with Jesus. And so the title of the album is called Easy. And so
Easy.
when you give God all of your problems and you just quit carrying the weight of things, things become easy. And so that's the title God gave me. I want you to know that when you put your trust in God and you lean not unto your own understanding,
Stand it, and
that,
he will.
yeah, that yoke
Oh,
will become easy. I mean, it's not it. The burden
yeah.
it's light because it's not on you anymore. So yeah,
Wow. And you have some things coming up this weekend.
I do.
I want to ask you something. We're gonna talk about what you're doing this weekend, but I know you are a worshiper. I know you love worship. Talk to us about worship, like how important it is to you and how important it is to, for other artists to really have that a part of their life, especially in ministry.
It is extremely important. First of all, your relationship first. Your relationship with God is first. And so before you're able to go before people and minister and proclaim the name of Jesus, and you have to get in the face of Jesus yourself.
Right.
And
Right.
so above all, that's most important, is to worship Jesus, live a worshiping type of life. You know what I'm saying? Like at all times, like even in the
Yes.
storm, worshiping God. Like right now, you might not be able to tell because I'm all smiling and kikiing, but I'm in a storm. But
Right.
I'm still gonna worship God. And so
Yes.
this weekend we're having an event called Convergent Convergent Worship Night, and it's different artists from Oklahoma City. We're all coming together and not performing, but worshiping together, one set.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna give it all to God. We're coming together as a city. We're gonna have a wing truck there, y'all, because y'all know chicken. And worshiping Jesus is my love language. I love chicken wings.
That bring everybody together.
Look, we gonna come together and we gonna worship Jesus, but we gonna eat them chicken wings.
That's right. And it's funny that you say that because worship can push you through the storm.
Yeah.
And it's very important in ministry or for artists, in your music. Worship is very important. So when you worship, because a lot of people worship, a lot of praise, but when you worship, what kind of mindset are you in, Denise? I mean,
I think every time it's different.
Okay.
Because sometimes I'm worshiping from a happy place, and God, thank you for having me in this moment. And then there's times where I'm completely broken and I don't want to go forth, but God's like, this is what I have you do, and I have to push through and I have to do that.
Yeah.
So every time is different, but there's always one goal. That goal is to not only worship Jesus, but to have those people that are around you want to know who you're worshiping and want to join in to worship.
Oh.
And so there's so many things that can be happening, but you still have that one thing you got to push through, and you have to get those people to join in and to come on with you. And they may not be clapping, but you might be planting a seed, and they might just be sitting there.
Right.
But you might be planting a seed for them. Right. Somebody else might come and water that seed later to where they want to go ahead and then start worshiping too. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so every time it's different. Every time it's different.
Oh, this is good. For the artists that's out there listening tonight, I hope that you're writing this down, taking these notes, because this is important. And let me tell you, experience is a good teacher. From experience, when you're in a broken place, and you have to go before the people to worship, it is the most, terrifying feeling, and just feeling, the feeling, I can't even explain it to you, but it seems like you get up there and open your mouth, because you still have to praise your way through. You have to worship. When you open your mouth, God will just step in, and so many people can be delivered and given strength and hope through your worship. So that's for somebody out there that was listening. Push through,
because it stands tall in your worship.
Yeah,
because it sometimes they might be looking at you like you got a skid mark going across your face. That was probably a horrible example. But they might be looking at you just crazy, right?
Right.
And in that moment, you can't be thinking like what's wrong with me? You have to still stay focused on Jesus, so that way you can bring other people to Jesus.
Right. Right.
So,
because they feel what you feel. They go off your energy.
And even outside of worshiping, like I say this all the time to my students. When you're communicating with people, whenever you're singing or there's music going in general, or you're doing spoken word, you're conveying a message. You're trying to communicate a message. And so, you know what I'm saying? You have to keep your focus.
Yes. So, I love it. What's next for you? What's next? I mean, I know that, you still got a little one, but what do you see yourself doing in the next couple of years, weeks, months?
So I know what God told me to do.
You gotta do it.
So right now I'm in the process of working on book 2 for Easy. Easy is kind of like a chapter. It's like chapters. It's like a chapter album, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does or not. Okay, so y'all know back in the day when there was like albums, it was like disc 1 and then disc 2. We don't get CDs like that no more. So that was imagine that being disc 1 and disc 2 about to come out. You feel me? So right now I'm working on disc 2, chapter 2, book 2. And I'm just gonna see where God's gonna take me, because I'm kind of right now I'm in a place of where I'm letting go of control. I've realized I'm a very controlling person. And I'll be trying to tell God what I want to do, and he'd be like, And so right now I'm going along the ride. I'm willing to. I say this now. I'm willing to do whatever God wants me to do.
Want you to do.
Until he's like, go jump out of a plane, and Lord, I'm scared of heights.
I'm gonna jump because you told me to jump.
You gonna catch me?
You gonna catch me? Oh my God! I love your transparency. I mean, this is really good, and that's the way, and that's what all God asked for. You know, hi Tracy, thank you so much for watching. That's what God just wants. Just our transparency, just being open. You know what? I want to ask you one more question.
Okay.
So when you talking to God, how do you converse with him? Do you talk to him in your secret closet? Do you talk to him like he's your homeboy? I mean, what? And I asked this question for a reason, so I want to see what you're gonna say.
You know, there'll be different situations, because there's times where I'm literally shouting and I'm mad and I'm like, God, why are you doing me like this? Yeah. You know. And then there's times where like I'm literally just praying and I'm going to the Father all humbly and God, please, Lord, I've been doing good. Can you just, you know what I'm saying? And then there's times where I'm just like, just sitting and I'll just start singing a melody, and God can interpret that melody, you know, with what I'm wanting or what I'm thanking him for. Because sometimes there's no words.
None.
But probably 75% of the time I'll be like, Lord, now you know that wasn't right now. Or Lord, thank you, but can we also, you know, it's different. Like it's literally your relationship with God, and how you communicate with God. Yes, that's how you communicate with God. Of course, I do have my secret closet in my place and time. A lot of times nowadays, with me having 2 kids, I be in the bathroom crying and talking to the Lord in the shower, because that's where I get my alone time. Now I have
that's where you get your alone time. Yeah.
It don't even be a long time for real no more, because this girl will come pull the curtain back and be like, Mom. I'm trying to talk to Jesus and wash my parts.
Right. And see, and that's it. You know, the work-life balance. You know, you got your kids, you got the music, you got the church, you know, you're teaching your students. How do you manage that? Just one day at a time?
Yeah, and I have a manager now. So he did not want to be my manager, y'all. I kind of forced him. James McBride, he is literally like the greatest manager ever. I have him managing me. I call him the left side of my brain, because I have mommy brain and I'm like super forgetful. Yeah. Like I'll write things down and I'll still just be in la la land, like moving around, and he'll be like, hey, you got to interview. Hey, you have to interview this person. Cause I also, you know, do a podcast called Artist to Artist. And so literally I thank God for help, because I literally prayed to God. I have it written down. God, send help. I need a producer. I need a manager. And God started giving me those people. I asked God for like a true friend. My best friend from 2nd grade, she ended up getting married military person and left. And I was just bored here by myself all the time. I prayed for God for a friend, and He gave me that person. And she was in the hospital room when I gave birth. Like
Wow.
she's now turned into like a sister. You know what I mean? So look, y'all just ask Jesus for what you need.
The phrase, won't he do it? He
Willie,
will.
won't
Will he,
Look.
won't it? I'm so happy that you came on. Today. Tell us how we can reach you. I mean, we have your information running at the bottom of the screen, but how people can reach you, how they can book you, how they can get the album, all that good stuff.
Okay, guys. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. You guys can find my music on Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to your music, YouTube. And if you guys want to get in contact with me, you can message me, Facebook. You can. It's our website. I think our website's being worked on right now, so you can't contact that way. But just go follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and all that. And my manager will be sure to get with you guys if you guys need anything, or if you just want to comment and talk to me. Hit me up, y'all.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Much favor to you. Listen, this weekend, girl, let the Lord use you. Go in with that worship. Do what you got to do, and just bless the people, God, because I know they're going to be blessed. So again, much favor to you. Thank you so much. Hey, little one, look at
say hi, baby. Can you say hi? Say hi. No. Okay. Well, I do have one more thing I do want to say.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you are pregnant and you're in a seat, like, so for me, with this being the second baby,
yeah.
I kind of felt like, God's gonna be mad at me. God's not gonna allow me to minister anymore. God's, and I felt very defeated. And so I just want to encourage. I don't know why I feel like I need to say this. There might be someone watching who's in this moment. But if you feel like you're no longer usable, it's not accurate. Like, God's still gonna be able to use you. Still go forth and do the assignment that God placed on your life, because He already knew what you was gonna do before you did it. And I'm finding that out now. And so I just want to encourage you to keep going, stand tall in God, and push through.
Woo, listen, I know somebody's going to text me later on tonight or ping me or something and say, Coco, that was for me. She said that for me. So thank you for being obedient and that encourages someone. Because a lot of times we beat ourselves up. We hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
And, God knows. He knows. He knew it before it happened. So, but we have to ask for repentance, and we have to. That doesn't mean that we keep doing it over and over and over again. No, you ask for repentance and you ask God to help you. Those are one of the things that you ask for help. God help me.
Yeah.
So,
and I've talked about that because that's like literally my issue. Like, people, people have their sins and their issues. Some people is drinking. Some people is I don't know, stealing in line. Mine is sex.
Right.
That's something I struggle with. And in result to that, we know what happens whenever, but because of that, that doesn't mean you're not usable,
That's right. You still oily, girl.
Every
still
day,
got that oil.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every day is it's a new day to try to do right.
That's right.
Now, don't take it for granted. And that's what I'm learning. Right. Like, because God's, he's very gracious.
Yes.
And He's very loving. His love is overwhelming.
Yes.
But we have to still, I'm still learning. Like, you can't play in God's face,
Can't do it.
So, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure I said that and was obedient, because I do believe there is somebody watching who is feeling like that and who's maybe in the same, in the same position as me. Yeah. And I want you to know, like, you can keep going, because God's not going to throw you away. He's not.
Yeah. Woo! I love it. See, that's why I love her. That's why I love her, because she's so real, so real. So thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you.
I see. There we go. I know it's hard on myself. Change some commitment and determination. Look at it. I told you.
Keep going, Tracy. You got this.
I told you. Wow.
Yeah. It's
daily. See, just being obedient. Being obedient. Thank you so much, Dewey. Listen, you coming back. I know you coming back real soon. Don't keep us posted, but we're gonna definitely support you and definitely gonna be praying for your journey. All right.
Thank you so much. I love you, girl. Thank you for having me.
I love you too. Bye-bye. Thank you. Wow. Oh my goodness. Whew. That was deep right there. That was Danique Smith from Oklahoma City. Her new song is out. God's Talking. Again, we're going to play one of her songs from the album at the end of the show called Expose. But she have given some information. I really hope that you taking it and just planting it in your heart and just kind of meditate on it for the next couple of days. Tracy, thank you so much for, responding and everything, because this is good. And that's what this show is about. Each one teach one, and it's to help each other out. And people, again, can be blessed by what you say, your testimony, what you're doing, your challenges, your awareness, because we all are in this together. We all in this together. And we know God is the ultimate person that we go to for our strength, for our hope, for everything that we need. So please, God has not forgotten about you. Okay, just continue to trust him, continue to go to him, continue to pray, continue to seek his face. He will answer all your prayers. Just like you said, God will give you what you want. He'll answer your prayers. All you got to do is ask. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Smith. So next, that was good, Tracy, right? Next, I got somebody that's on fire. When I tell you it's on fire, that is his new song that's out called Fire. Listen, I have Pastor J.P. Nim that's with me tonight. Let me tell you, I heard this music and I was like, oh, yeah, I like this right here. And I just want to give a shout out to Barry Martin. Thank you, Barry, for, just bringing him on, because he is fire. He is fire. So before I bring him up, I just want to tell you a little bit about him. He is a dynamic artist, a songwriter, producer from the deep roots of gospel. He is the former frontman of JP and Seasons. He made his lasting impact in the industry, winning 2 Rhythm of Gospel Awards in 2011 for CD of the Year and Urban Contemporary Rap R&P CD of the Year. His music is incredible. You're going to hear some funk. You're going to hear some gospel. You're going to hear some soul, all that good stuff. After 13 years, he returns to a new marker, JP and Nim, bringing a fresh sound and a powerful message. His debut, Just Like Fire, that marks the rebirth of his music journey. Again, he is the pastor and the leader of the Goddess and Mercy Church. Listen, before I bring him on, get ready. I want to play a little bit of his song. It's called Just Like Fire. Check it out.
Oh, Lord, I can feel the power of God in my soul. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. And it's just like fire in my bones. I need some witnesses to help me sing. I can feel the power of God, yeah, in my soul. Y'all sound real good, yeah. And it's just like fire in my bones. We gon' change the vibe right here. And it's just like fire. 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 And it's just like I'll say it again. I can feel the power of God in my soul. Oh, yeah. And it's just like fire in my bones. Y'all gotta help me sing. I can feel the power of Holy Ghost power in my soul. Wave your hands if you feel it too. And it's just like fire in my bones. I need somebody to vibe with me. And it's just like fire. 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 And keep on burning. I can't hold my peace. Just like fire. Sit in just like, sit in just like, sit in just like fire. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Listen, AJ, Julia, Janisha, Kari, Trey, Maria, Christian, Asia. Yes, it's just like fire. Woo! Wow, Pastor JP.
Coco, you all right, Coco?
No, I'm not all right.
Are you on fire? Are you on
I'm
fire?
on fire.
And and
Oh
you
my
and
God.
you got to make sure you say it just like that. I'm on fire. Okay.
I'm on fire. Oh, that was good right there. That when you drop that beat, don't. Oh man. Okay, calm down, Coco. Okay, let me act professional. Okay.
You are
Woo!
acting professional. That is professional. Okay. When you be real, that's professional. Okay.
I'm just calling it like it is, and you can see the chat. They feel the same way that I do. Listen. Okay, okay. How are you doing today, sweetheart? You
I,
good?
I'm doing all right. I can't complain. How are you doing, Coco?
I am good. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Oh man, I'm so glad. Again, shout out to Barry, Martin. Is it Brian? Okay, let me just make sure I'm good. Barry, yeah, Martin. So much. Thank you so much, Mr. Martin, for passing JP along to us to be on the show tonight. Detroit in the house. Is that what I hear? You from Detroit?
Yes, I'm from Detroit. I'm from the Motor City, 313 all day.
So what do you know about them fish bones up there?
Let me tell you something. I know a little bit about fish bones. Yeah, that's a top place. Here, and I really love. This gonna sound crazy. I really love their cherry cheesecake. I love their cheesecake. I know people go there for the seafood and different things of that nature. But let me tell you something. That dessert is A1.
And I never got the dessert. And this, you to my, that's going to sound weird. This is going to sound weird. That was the first place that I ever eaten alligator.
You know what? I tried that before, and it wasn't half bad. Yeah,
It wasn't bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Everything tastes like chicken, but it was.
right. Long as you fry it, you get what I'm saying. Because I'm not eating no baked alligator. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, broiled. No.
No,
Long as
no,
it's
no, no.
fried.
It gotta have some flour on there, honey. You hear me? Put that flour on there, and everything tastes like chicken.
Everything is good.
Deep
Yes,
fried,
that was the
okay?
first place that I've had that. And it was so I know now I know when I go back, I have to try that cherry cheesecake.
Cherry cheesecake. It's gonna bless your soul. I promise you.
Wow. So listen, JP, tell us about you growing up in the Motor City and how you become to be this amazing artist with this new hit that's out.
Yeah. So, born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. I was born and raised in church as well. My mother, at the time of my birth, was a single mother, and she rooted me up in church. And so I was
Yeah,
born and raised at a church called New Hope Tabernacle. That's very well known, not just in the city; it's known across the country, especially
yeah,
in the PAW. I come from an organization called the PAW, the Pentecostal Assemblies of the World, and
yeah.
so I grew up there, and I started playing the drums like every little boy in church. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Started playing the drums, and then I went from playing the drums to playing the saxophone, the alto saxophone. I
Wow.
went from playing the alto saxophone to playing the trumpet. Then I start playing the cornet, and then I start playing around with the piano a little bit. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Um, and then I started directing the choir, the youth choir at my church. And
Okay.
then I became the youth minister of music. Then before I know it, I wasn't just directing the youth choir, I was directing the mass choir, the adult choir. So heavy rooted and heavy foundation in choir. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
directing. And then moving forward, I started a Christian rock band called JP and Seasons back in
Yes.
2005. Back in 2005, released three professional projects with that group. As you already said, many national nominations, and God
Yeah.
blessed me and graced us to win a few awards that I got up here in the background. I couldn't put everything in the background because it would have been a mess. You get what I'm saying? But God has graced me in the music area. That's just a gift that He has given me, for as writing, arranging,
Yeah.
producing, and gathering people who are far better than me vocally. You get what I'm saying? Um, and then getting up to speed. I took 13 years off. This year will be the 11th year I started pastoring. So it's been 11 years that I've been in the pastoral ministry. And
Amen.
then God told me to get back to it. And so I
Get back
had a
to it.
dream, just like the late young lady from Oklahoma just said. I guess we all sons and daughters of Martin Luther King. We all got a dream. You get
We
what I'm
got a
saying?
dream.
So
Yes. Yes.
um, it was February 28th. February 28th. It was a Friday. I woke up, had a dream, and in the dream, I was singing this song. In the dream, I was singing this song,
Oh my
February
God.
28th, Friday. And I woke up, I hurried up and voice recorded it before I forget it.
Right. Right. Right.
um, and here's the thing, I tell everybody this. A lot of people don't know. I actually was so excited in my dream that I woke up before the dream was over. So I
What?
only got the verse and the chorus. I woke up before the
No.
vamp. And so I tried to go back to sleep, Coco. That didn't work. I tried to pick up where God, can you please give me a continuation?
Right.
And so
Right.
we think that does not work. I tried it. Okay. But
That's it.
we thank God for certain gifts and talents and skills. And so He gave me something great to start with. And so when I went into the studio that Monday, I finished writing, the song, and put a vamp to it. Me and my buddy, my partner, my brother, Eric Pruitt, shout out to E Natural. We went in there, we completed the song in one day. So we went in there maybe about 10 o'clock in the morning. We finished the whole song about 4 o'clock that
Oh
same
my
day.
goodness.
And so I didn't have time to call background singers in and all that kind of stuff. So my crazy self, I did the soprano, I did the alto, I did the tenor. You hear me? I did the Ray Charles. You hear me? I sung the lead. I did all the backgrounds myself. I did my own ad libs. I talked to myself. You hear me? So when I said y'all sound real good, I'm the y'all. I was
You talk
talking
to
to myself.
yourself. Wow. So now that's gonna make me go back and listen to it. Like,
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
yeah, and
That
it's
is
so
such
funny
a gift.
because every time somebody listens or hear the song, or if I put the song up on social media platforms, people be like, man, y'all sound good. Man, y'all sound good. Man, y'all did that. And it's so funny. My wife be like, I don't think these people know who the y'all is. You get what I'm saying? But
That is
see,
you.
my wife used to sing with me in the former group that I had called JP and Seasons. So
Okay.
they're automatically assuming, hey, this is JP and Seasons
Seasons, right.
reincarnated. You know what I'm saying? So my wife is getting messages and different people from that song with me on different projects, and they're getting congratulated like, man, y'all did y'all thing on that album. They're like, did our thing on what project? You get what I'm saying? So to God be the glory.
To
I
God,
knew
because he
that I
gave
had
you
to,
that gift.
yeah, I knew that I had to move swiftly
Yeah.
with this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I couldn't wait. So that's why. So by Wednesday, remember, God gave me the dream Friday. We went in the
Right.
studio Monday. By Wednesday, the song was mixed and mastered.
See,
So
that's what
that
I'm
next
talking
that
about.
next Monday, we put it out to everybody. So in 1 week, we put it out to everybody. Yeah, it was that fast, and that's how we know it was God. That's how we
Yep.
know it was God.
Because that's how he works. That's how he
Nothing
operates.
was forced. Everything was organic. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Um, and things work better that way when you just let God have His way.
Wow. Oh my God. So now that you know you have the song out, how are you balancing, being an artist and being the pastor and the producer? Now I'm sure you probably still work with the choirs as well, but how do you balance all that?
Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. It takes discipline and self control.
Yeah,
You got to put yourself on a regiment. You got to know when to say yes. You got to know when to say no.
I
You
know.
get what I'm saying? Even if it hurts somebody's feelings, even if it offends somebody,
Yeah.
you got to do what's best for you, and you got to make sure that you're being obedient to God. And sometimes, and most times, when you're obedient to God, you'll make God happy, but you'll make others mad.
Yes.
And so you have to be willing to be that devoted and that committed to God that you'll say, look here, I don't care who I make mad. I don't care who I make upset. As long as you're happy, God, God over everything and God over everybody. You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yes. Come
And
on,
so,
listen.
that's what God is looking for. People who are obedient, people who are faithful, people who are loyal, people who are committed, people who are unwavering, people who
Yeah.
would just say, look here, by any means necessary. For God I live and for
For
God I
God I
die.
die. I love it. I love it. And I think, when you say you was out, for 11 years, you was
13,
pastoring
13 years.
13, 13.
I've been
So that,
pastoring for 11. You got the numbers right. I've been pastoring for 11. It's coming this June.
okay.
But I've been retired from the music as a solo artist or as an artist um for 13 years.
Wow. So how do you feel coming back and coming back, you know, how does it look? Does it look different than it did 13 years ago?
I mean, let me tell you something. It looks a lot different. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I feel just the spirit of transparency here. You get what I'm saying? Where I can
Yes.
be open and
That's
vulnerable.
right.
It
Yes.
feels I feel out of place, just to be honest. And the reason why I feel out of place, imagine, and I'm an analogy preacher, analogy teacher.
Yeah.
Imagine being in prison for 13 years,
Uh-huh.
and then you finally get back into the real world. You get what I'm saying? You so far behind. You get what I'm saying? You really don't understand what's going on now, and things wasn't what it was back then.
Yes. Right.
We when I was, and this gonna sound old, but when I was in the game, you get what I'm saying? We were selling CDs. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? We
Right.
were getting them printed up and had hard copies and selling CDs literally out of the trunk. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And now they're talking about views and streams. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, so I feel like a dinosaur, you know what I'm saying, a little
Yeah.
bit in certain
Yeah.
areas. But when it comes to production,
Yeah.
when it comes to musicianship, you get what I'm saying? When it comes to music theology, music theory, you get what I'm saying? I
Yes.
understand all that. You get what
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
That's a
Right.
universal language. But
Right.
far as technology and how advanced we are now,
Oh,
and the
fans.
dispensation of times that we in are a lot different. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is not 2012 when I retired. This is 2025. So things are a lot different now. We
Yeah.
we didn't have interviews like this. We had to come
Right.
into the radio station. we
Okay.
we had to get flown out. You get what I'm saying?
That's
So
right. That's
if New
right.
York, if you had an interview with New York, you had to fly out to New
You had to
York and
fly
go
out
in
there.
person. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So times are just changing, and so I'm adapting. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
because I'm being obedient, everything is gonna be all right. I'm not worried. But I was just since you asked the real question, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You get what I'm
And I
saying?
wanted you to. I wanted you to because we're in the same era. I see the same thing. Everything changed. One thing that do not change is the word of God. And so when you come out with fire, I love the creativity you did with the song. And as you said earlier, you had the Christian rock band.
Correct, Christian
So
Rock.
the diversity in your music, like I said, you got the rock, you got the little funk going on, and then the gospel. When you sit there create, I know God gave you the, but just creating music, what kind of mind frame are you in? I mean, how do you go in writing a song or producing a song?
Um, you know, I try to stay original and not, I don't want to mimic nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I believe that God has given us everybody their own identity, even down to the point of having our own fingerprint. Like you got to think
Yes.
about how amazing that is. Like millions and billions of people have lived on this earth, and you
Yeah.
telling me nobody has the same fingerprint? That's when you think of something like, I know that might sound crazy, I know that might sound deep, and you're like, okay, where's this guy at? Like,
No, that's
sir,
good.
come back on earth. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
when you think of something like that, that lets us know, watch this, that God didn't make us to be carbon copies. You get what I'm saying? He called us to
So,
be original documents. You get what I'm saying? So we
yeah.
shouldn't be suffering from identity crisis. And so, since we talking about funk and rock and soul, he
Yeah.
he James Brown did it exactly how he was supposed to do it.
That's
There's
right.
only one James Brown.
Come
Michael
on, Pastor.
Jackson,
Talk
Michael
about it.
Jackson did it exactly how Beyonce, and I
Yep.
don't want you to think, just secular artists. Karen Clark, there is only one Karen Clark sheared. You get
One.
what I'm saying? Like, you know, Twinkie, and you got to understand, I'm from the Motor City, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
come
shout out
on
my
now.
people. You
Right.
get what I'm
Right.
saying? There's only one J Moss.
Yeah. Oh my
There's only one
God.
Byron Cage. There is only one Fred Hammond. And my
Yeah.
purpose of saying this is, there's only one Dietrich Hatton. That's my brother. There's only one William Murphy. Come on, can't nobody cry like William Murphy. You get what I'm
Nobody.
saying? Like,
Come on.
you
Just
can
me.
try all you want to. You're not gonna be able to do it. But my
You
purpose of
can't
saying that
do
is,
it.
all these people that I just listed, whether it's secular or gospel,
Yeah.
they made it because they was authentically themselves,
See.
and they was not trying to blend in.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I,
Yes.
I tell people all the time, and I've been saying this for years: if everybody is the same, then somebody is unnecessary.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
so every time I come out with music, even my radio promoter, C. Berry, every time, even I've tried to shop my music to different record labels and different executives, and
Yeah.
every time someone hears my music, they say, "We don't know how to categorize this."
Oh my God.
And so I just want to tell you
Oh,
this, and I feel like I'm encouraging somebody right now, just like as the lady did earlier,
yes. Yes.
from Oklahoma. I feel like I'm encouraging somebody. Don't worry about blending in and fitting in. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's how you go make it, because you don't fit in. You get what I'm saying? And
Right.
so I lost. I'm just being honest with you. I had
Yes.
several, and my boast is not in myself. I had several major deals on the table and I won't list those companies because I don't want them to think that I'm saying anything bad
Right.
about them.
Right.
But
Right. Right.
they loved my music, and I'm talking about JP and Seasons, because I just came out with this 2 weeks ago, so they haven't even heard this stuff yet.
Heard
But I'm
this.
talking about when I was an artist and I was, winning awards and I was on
Right.
the scene. Every AR, every top exec,
Yeah.
every scout, every, I mean, I'm trying not to name drop, but some major labels, they loved my music.
Yeah.
Their problem was, they said, we don't know how to market you.
We don't know how to. That's it. I
And so
I
I
know.
didn't sign no deal with no label, because I don't want to say they were scared. They just didn't know
Where?
how do we, there is no category for this.
Yes.
You get
Yes.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they're like, man, it's not all the way gospel, but it's not
It's
all the way Christian either. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
they like, it is, it's too urban to be this, but it's too, so
I
um
know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, so sometimes that's a good thing, that people can't put you in a box, that people
That's
can't
right.
classify you. You get
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right. That's
And like you said,
right.
Coco, you've been in the game for years. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? You
Yep.
you know this, music industry
Yep.
professionally, in and out. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when you heard it, you're like, wait a minute, I'm hearing funk, I'm hearing quartet, I'm
Right.
hearing soul, I'm hearing
Right.
rhythm and blues. You get what I'm saying? So
Right. Right.
I can call it soul tech all day, because that's something that I came up with. I can call it soul tech at the end of the day, but even soul tech still does not describe the sound, because it's
Yeah.
more than soul and it's more than quartet. If you listen, you know.
Yes.
You go hear some Teddy Pendergrass. You know what I'm saying? You go hear some James Brown. You go hear some. You might hear some Marvin Winans. You might hear some Dietrich Haddon. You might hear some. When I was doing this song and we was mixing and mastering, um, my engineer, his name is Tom from the Audio Cafe. Shout out to Tom,
Okay.
Tom Rice. He said, "JP." I said, "Yes, sir." We've been working together for years. He mixed all my records. He said, "Have you ever heard of a guy called Rance Allen?" And I don't know if he think I've been living under a rock all my life. I'm like, have I ever heard of a guy called Rance Allen? Like,
Who have it?
this guy, God rest his soul, is the GOAT. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
The goat.
he's a pillar. Like, when it comes, you talking about a vocal beast?
What?
Nobody was the things that he did, you know what I'm saying, as a forerunner, as a trailblazer, nobody was thinking to do those things. You probably could do it, but you wasn't thinking. You didn't have the
Right.
mindset to
Right.
do what Rance at. He started that. You get what I'm saying?
Why did
And
it?
so
Yes.
I said,
Wow.
man, for you, number one, yes, I know who Rance Allen is. I said, but two, for you to listen to him and think to listen to me and think you hear any of him in, I don't get slighted.
Right.
I don't feel disrespected.
Yeah.
That's an honor and a privilege for my name and that name to be in the same sentence.
That's right.
And if we be honest, if you really in this music industry, I ain't gonna call
Yeah.
it a game, but if you in this music industry
Yeah.
for real, we gonna pick up a little something from everybody.
From everybody.
If you really into music
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that, because when you're really into music, I love jazz, I love classical, you get what I'm saying? I
Yes.
love country, I love pop,
Yeah.
I love gospel, I love CCM, you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if you love music and that's general, then yes, you go hear a little bit of everything, to be honest. So
Right.
you absolutely right. You like, man, how do we classify this? Don't classify it. Don't it.
Because that's the first thing I said, JP. I was like, now, wow, I wonder how is he marketing this? I heard everything, all the different genres. I was like, oh my God. But what I love today about today's world, opposed to 13, you have all the social media, you have all the stream. It's so many ways that you can market yourself with even out the record labels.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. And I know this from doing JP and Seasons back when I was doing it. All the money comes straight to me.
Talk to me.
You hear what I'm saying? So I don't have to
Yes.
worry about fighting with a record label for my masters and my copyrights and
Right.
percentages and all that other kind of stuff. So that's fine. Y'all did me a justice. Y'all don't know how to label me. That's fine.
That's
That's fine.
right.
That means 100%. You hear me? I don't got to sign no deal. I don't got
Right.
no. That's all right. That's fine. And you can do if you be obedient. I know this for a fact. I'm not telling you what I read in the book. I'm not telling you what somebody else told me. If you be obedient and do what God tell you to do, you can make some major money being an independent artist. So
Yeah.
don't think like, oh, I need to get signed and I got to be
Right.
with this label and I got to have a company behind me. If you
Right.
obey the voice of God and follow his instructions and his directions, if you're connected to God, watch this, he'll connect you to the right people.
He will. Okay. That's
You
it.
don't
And
have
that's
to
all
chase
I want.
connections. You don't have to
Yeah.
chase connections. Just make sure you're connected to God, and then he'll connect you to whoever you need to be connected
He'll
to.
connect you. Right. Right. Because even if you go to these labels, no matter what kind of genre, they're not gonna take you unless you're 99% ready anyway. They
Absolutely.
not developing artists anymore. They're not doing that.
You
So
know,
why
real
not have
quick,
your
my
own?
my friend, and I'm sure you know him, my brother, PJ Morton, which is Bishop
Absolutely.
Paul S. Morton's son.
Yeah.
When he first started out, they did him the same way. Now,
Wow.
you know he's phenomenal. You get what I'm
Phenomenal.
saying? The boy is a beast. I mean, as
Yeah.
a writer, as an arranger, as a producer,
Yes.
as a musician,
Vision.
but he had the same problem. Now look at him now. Look at him now. You get
Look
what I'm
at
saying? And they said the same thing. We don't know how to categorize you. We don't know. You need to do it this way. He said, no, I'm not doing it the way. I remember him saying this. He said, I'm not doing it. They wanted him to change his style and change his music and do it a little bit more like this. And you're doing it too much this
Nope.
way. He said, no.
No.
I'm gonna stay independent. I'm gonna do it the way God told me to do it. And now look at him now, literally. So just obey God, not the voice of the people. Moses
Obey
taught us
God.
that. Don't let the people lead you. Oh, let God lead you, and you'll be okay.
Oh my goodness, this is so good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I know we're running out of time. I'm so glad that you took this time because you really um, have given the people some information today to encourage them. And listen, guys, I want you to go out, make sure you get the single. Tell us, tell us about how they can. We have your information at the bottom, but tell us how they can get the music, how they can reach you, how they can book you.
Yes. So the single, first of all, the name of the group is called JP and Nim. So J dot P dot the and sign and then Nim NEM.
What does
That's the
that
name
mean,
of the
by the
group.
way? I'm
So
sorry to cut you
JP and Nim is I thought it was a clever way of saying JP and friends.
off. And so you said them.
And I felt it. I felt it was like down south. It gave a little southern feel. You get what I'm saying? So Coco and them, JP and them.
Hey, you was gonna say that. Yep.
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 And a
Yep.
lot of
That's
people are
good.
asking, well, who is the Nim? Who is the Nim? Who is the Nim? Nim is whoever I bring with me when you say you want JP and them to come. So you don't get stuck or caught up on a certain group of people. You get what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Whoever
Um,
them is.
JP and
Right.
them is the band. JP and them is the background singers. You get what I'm saying? JP
Yeah.
and them on this song is me. You get what I'm them back there. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Snoop. I'm sure you're familiar with Snoop, Fred Hammond's bass player. Well, he's not just that's who played on the project. I got some
Yeah.
A1 lists musicians that played on it. Kenny Rocket played the guitar.
Kitty Rocket. Wow.
Yeah, Kenny Rocket on guitar, Snoop on bass, E. Pruitt on keys, organ, and everything else. You get what I'm saying? That's the mega hit
Oh,
producer. So these are some national A-list names that God has blessed
yeah.
me and connected me with, so we could bring this dream to life and make a dream become a reality. And so, going
Yes.
back to your question, you can just type it. The single is out on all digital outlets. So no matter what the digital network of your choice is, if you just type in JP and them, it'll pull up. It's on Apple Music, it's on Spotify, it's on
Yeah.
Google Playlists, it's on YouTube Music. It's on Pandora, it's on everything. So if you
Yes. Wow.
whatever's
Thank you,
your
Jesus.
a choice of, then you can follow us on YouTube. We got a YouTube channel. And you want to do that because we did put a video out, but um, a music video. We're recording that April 19th. We're shooting a music video to this
Okay.
single. And so
Okay.
that'll be out on our YouTube page, which is JP and them, same thing. You can follow us on Facebook. It's JP and them again.
Yeah.
And then on Instagram, it's a little different on Instagram. I believe if you still put JP and them, only difference is Instagram doesn't allow you to do the and sign.
Right.
So it's JPAND and then NIM. You
Okay.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
across the board, it's JPNM, and then our booking telephone number is area code 313 333 5219. Again, that's area code 313 333 5219. Or you can email us at jpnm at gmail.com. JPANDNEM at
Yes.
gmail.com.
God, you got it down back. I love it. I love it. JP, thank you,
Look, I
Pastor
got it. I got
JP.
it. I got a cheat sheet right here. I want to show you. I
Look,
got a cheat. Shout
all
out to my
artists do.
shout out to my digital creator, Deasia Berry. She makes sure that I'm not slipping. So I'm
That's what
I'm
I'm
getting older now. Okay, so I gotta make sure I got a nice cheat sheet. You get what I'm saying? So I
I
can't take the credit.
love it.
Let me tell you something. I want to say this real quick,
Yeah.
just because I feel led to say it.
Yes.
You need a team. I
Yes,
don't know who I'm
Lord.
talking to. You cannot be a renegade. You cannot be a one man or one woman show. You
Right.
need a team. And
Need it.
Jesus taught us that. Jesus was
Yes.
much greater than all of us.
Yeah.
And still he put a team of 12 people together.
Woo!
So
Come on
my
now.
thing is this: what makes you better than Jesus to where you think you don't need a team, but Jesus did?
That'll preach right there.
You get what I'm saying? So you need a team. So shout out to my team. I don't want to start calling names, but because
I
I
think they
know
all on here.
I'll
They
right,
all on
I'll
here
miss people.
tonight.
But Asia Hunter, my manager, got to give her a shout out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll just stop right there because I don't
Y'all
want
know
to
who you
upset
are. You
nobody.
know who
Yep.
you are.
Because that I don't got that sheet. I don't got the thank yous sheet. We got to work on that.
Right. You didn't call
But
by
if
name.
you are part of the JP and them team, the Timeless Made team, GMC, shout out to my GMC family. If you're a part of any of those teams, I want to let you know publicly that I appreciate you and I thank God for you.
Wow. That's the seed. That's the artist right there. That's ministry. That's the pastor. That's the love in his heart and everything. Pastor, thank you so much for
Thank you for having
coming
me.
to bless us. Any final words that you would like to say? Anything else before we go
You know what? I
tonight?
feel
You
like
have
I
truly
said so
blessed
much and
me.
said so many, golden nuggets. But I want to encourage. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm working on a documentary,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna say what well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The title of the documentary. The
Just go
title of
ahead
the
and say
documentary
it.
is called "Get Back to It." Getting back to it.
Yeah,
Getting back to it.
do it.
So I want to encourage everybody who's up under the sound of my voice right now, maybe who are live or maybe who catch the replay. Obey God. Do whatever God tells you to do. There's something
Yeah,
that you put down. There's something that you stopped. There's something that you slowed down on. There's
yeah.
something that you quit. There's something that you gave up on. And I want to tell you, watch this, that God told me to tell you, watch this,
Mm.
to pick it back up.
Woo! Yes.
And whatever it was, watch this, it was your master key.
Wow.
Listen to the wordplay,
That
master key. Your master key is a key, watch this, that comes from the master.
yes.
And one thing about a master key, watch this, Coco. One thing about a master key, watch this, doesn't just unlock one door.
Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. I had
So
to put that in the
I
chat.
don't know what your master key is. Only you and God know what your master key is. But God
Preach.
says, watch this. Pick back up that master key, meaning the key that the master has given you, so that you can unlock several doors in your life.
Woo! I felt that right there. I felt that. Yes, Julie. All of us was typing in there past the master key. We had to put that in the chat. Master key. That was for somebody. I know it was for me. I don't know who else. But listen, the word have went forth. That's all I got to say about that. The word is went forth.
Absolutely.
Pastor, you look like you want to say something else.
you know, so it was crazy. I'm at church now. I got multiple campuses that God has blessed me with, and so I'm at my Detroit West Side campus right now. We got
Somebody say,
midweek
hey,
service.
Pastor.
We got midweek service here on our West Side
Okay.
campus, and so what I've been telling the people is, ain't nothing to it but to do it. We actions speak louder than the words. The Bible
Yes,
says that faith without works is dead.
dead.
So it's time to not just be talking about it, and it's time to be about it.
Yes.
Jesus said it like this, and I'll end right here. He said, I came to be about my father's business. My
Business.
question to you, are you being about your father's business?
You gonna make me run, get up and run around. I mean, yes. Are you about your father's business?
And I heard you you're in North Carolina. I
Yes.
minister out there very often, so I'm gonna look you up next time
Please do.
they bring me out there.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am in Raleigh, Durham. I'm here.
Okay.
Let me know. We'll definitely stay in contact because, look, I want to be one of them. Like when you go forth and I want to be one of them behind you.
Okay. And hey, and I know you can hold it down. I ain't worried. You get what I'm saying? I'm not worried, okay? I ain't gotta look at my backgrounds and give Coco the side eye because I know you know your note, okay?
I know it. I know it. This has been awesome. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much for coming on the show and just blessing us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I
Your
appreciate you. Thank you so
wonderful
much for the
spirit.
opportunity.
And listen, guys, just like fire. All right. Please make sure that you get the single because it's gonna bless you. If you didn't hear it earlier, please go back to the replay. Actually, we're gonna be playing it because it's just like fire. So God bless everyone. Everyone that was on tonight. Thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. God bless you, and we will definitely talk soon.
Music for the soul.
Yeah, music for the soul. I love it. Woo! That was deep. That was deep. Doctor. Oh, wow. That was good right there. So listen, that was Pastor JP Nim. The hit is out now, Just Like Fire. He is absolutely amazing, anointed man of God. Make sure you check him out. Make sure you follow him. Listen, as we say every week to you, continue to trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not to thy own understanding, but in all thy ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. God bless you, everyone. Again, thanks to Mark Lee behind the scenes. Miss Kimberly Thompson, Wayne Booker, thank you so much, and Barry Martin, and then to the teams, thank y'all so much for being a part of the show, working so hard behind the scene. And I want to say to Mr. Barry Martin, thank you so much again for your prayer earlier this week. Just really had a chance to meet you, and you are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much again for everything that you're doing for the kingdom. So listen, we're going to leave you tonight. We got a couple of commercials that we're going to play, and then we're going to leave you again with Danique Smith, her song that's out already called Exposed. So God bless you tonight. We'll talk to you soon. Rosalind, Terry, Monique, Eunice, G. Johnson, everybody. I see you guys out there. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.
For you showed your love and kindness, you showed your goodness, you've exemplified grace. When I fell on my face, I've got to expose you for all that you do. You're my rock in the weary land, you always got my hand. 45 and 6 says, people will speak of the power of your awesome acts, and with gratitude and submissive wonder, I will tell of your greatness. I said you keep on blowing my mind. Said you keep on blowing my mind.
This song is going to take us off into a different stratosphere. I'm trying to tell you.
And the
Are you missing Frankie Beverly in May? Then come out and show your love. Saturday, May 10th, 6 p.m. Raleigh's Jordan Arena. The officially licensed Frankie Beverly and May's Tribute World Tour comes to the Carolinas, starring the We Are One Experience, the official World Tour tribute band, honoring a musical legend, Frankie Beverly and May. It's an all-white affair, playing all the Mays hits you love. Also starring the world's best go-go band, it's Big Tony and Trouble Funk. And the all-female go-go band powerhouse, Belladonna. Yes, it's a DC invasion coming to the Jordan Arena. Doors open at 4 p.m. Showtime starts at 6. Tickets for sale now at Eventbrite.com. It's the world tour of the We Are One Experience Tribute Band, paying honor to Frankie Beverly and May, plus Big Tony and Trouble Funk and Belladonna. May 10th, 6 p.m. Raleigh's Jordan Arena. Be there.